Hey, Antonio. Mira. Watch what happened to your friend.
Okay, so we're gonna start doing these vlog style behind the bus. So we're back in the algorithm. Great news, okay? Please, whoever just reports us to no one, please stop that. Hopefully they're not listening. It seems that our videos are being suggested to people again. And man, I gotta tell you, that's a freeing feeling to know that the hard work we're putting into our content is getting seen. For years, it hasn't been seen, really. A few of you get to see it, but a lot of you that are subscribed, look for the, you click the alert buttons, you're not getting it. So it's starting to happen again. The stuff's being suggested. So we're going to use this as a time to start doing the unboxings again, but in a vlog style. So in between, we're going to give you the behind the scenes of what's going on here at Privada Cigar Club. So first thing we're going to talk about is the Cigar Face series. We've been putting out Cigar Face releases in the LCA, but we've also on the web shop been making these really cool, crafty, like homemade cigar packs that are an homage to characters that they represent. We had the Elvira, which was a beautiful Lancero with a handwritten note from Tony. What else do we have? We had, what was the other 5-pack? It was the Hector the Toad. That was dope. So Hector the Toad lived at that hotel. What was the hotel called? Sunray. At the Sunray. So the cigars were actually the Sunray Hotel cigars, and then it had some really cool artwork that goes in, ties into Hector the Toad and that chance encounter. This month in the LCA, we have the Angel. We'll talk about that, throw some reels in there.
Tastes like revenge.
Right, we did some creative stuff there, but my next online pack is a 10-pack, 2 5-counts for that represent the Diaz brothers. Now, most of us, none of us have ever seen the Diaz brothers, but we know Tony does not like them. We know they put the hit out on them at the Babylon nightclub when Octavio the Clown was there. Octavio got hit, R.I.P. Octavio. We miss you, my man. I mean, talk about an entertainer. And so, we have these cigars that are banded for not only the Babylon nightclub in Miami, but also for the 2 brothers, because these are the 2 blends that the brothers liked each, okay? So you get 10 cigars for $74.99. It's a fantastic price. It comes with these stickers. I'm trying to keep costs low. I know the economy's messed up right now, and people are just kind of, hurting, and they want good cigars, but they don't want to pay a lot. And I have a ton of things that have been left over from projects that I'm, willing to work with. So also we have Mardo here. Okay, Mardo went through our collection and curated some things for his program, Origins, which is going to be really cool. I got a nasty comment from someone saying that the coolers are all hype. He said, you're not aging cigars in coolers. That video was BS and you're all hype. And so, man, this is the kind of comment that I've been hearing since the beginning of my career. And I just want to say, all of you are welcome to come to 3412 North Orange Blossom Trail in Orlando, Florida at 32804. Anytime between 9 and 2, which are the hours that I keep. You can come here. I'll walk you through. You can purchase stuff from out of the coolers, but you could see for yourself what's happening. I think it's really easy to say that something's bullshit. That's like easy, right? But just come here and see for yourself, and you'll see that it is real. And yes, the cigars taste different because of it. We're not just pumping water in the air. And so, yeah. So I'm trying to get through a lot of that collection so we can start purchasing again. We got some really bad news the other day. AJ Fernandez's main factory, Tabacalera Fernandez in Esteli, Nicaragua, was on fire. It's taken days to put this fire out. This was not a small fire. This lit the whole place up. AJ's house, or one of his houses where he stays, is right next to this place. I mean, he could literally walk into work from his thing. And, it just made me think about how, and I've gotten the comment, half the cigars now are AJ. Yeah, man, yo, dude, that's what we're doing here. We're looking for the best cigars on earth, and that man makes them. There's not one manufacturer in our industry that will argue that he makes the best cigars. So your palate might not be ready for it yet, but in 6 months it will be. In a year it will be. You will start to realize that every time you pick up a cigar from Privada Cigar Club that came from AJ, the burn is perfect. The flavor notes are perfect. Like, it's perfect. It might not be right for you at this exact moment in your journey, but you will figure out that these are the best cigars ever made, and that is a fact. I could argue and debate with you from experience on what makes his cigars better than you, insert name here. I don't care who. We're working with the best. And so when you get to work with the best, 40, 50% of your production can be made by the best. I'm okay with that. And action. Welcome back to All Things Considered. I'm here. Okay, we're talking about cigars this month, and we've got some amazing stuff for you. First of all, I want to talk about the LCA releases. And this is the Damnation by El Titan de Bronce. De Bronce out of Calle Ocho in Little Havana. And this is a unique thing. So they made this cigar for us about a year ago, and it used a Brazilian wrapper, and it's a really sexy, I want to say full-body cigar. And I was trying to think of names, and El Titan de Bronze has the Redemption, which is their big cigar. It's distributed by some big company, and that's really cool. And I thought, what's the opposite of redemption, right? Because I always think when I'm working with a company, like, how can I give them something that they can take with them? How can I better them, right? How can I show homage to do something that is within their, kind of brand space, but then also different and something that they could remake again years from now and make money off of and feed their families with. And so I came up with the opposite of redemption, which is damnation. And it's a fun, I'm not into all that like hardcore, stuff, but, and I've actually been turned off by other brands that do it, but I just thought it was so cool. And so they sent me the cigars with no cellophane. And so I didn't have time to wait for cellophane. And so what we did was we wrapped them in red cellophane with that little sticker on there, which is like a precursor to the band. And this is a full body LCA release. This is actually an LCA plus release. Shout out to El Titan de Bronze. Sandy Cobas, you are a legend to me. Your daughter is also awesome, even when she yells at me. And that's cool, man. Like, I really am honored to always be able to work with El Titan de Bronze. And again, I love to create these meaningful releases with brands where, hey, they might at the time think, oh, that's so stupid. Why would they do that? Or I don't like his branding. Or but you know what? A year from now, they might say, let's release the Damnation. Like, brands need to sell and they need to make money. And I love being someone that can add value to that. The second thing on my list for LCA, which is actually the first thing, and this is the Angel, and this is made by Montenegro. This is the Cigar Face Angel. It is the second release in the LCA of the Cigar Face series. This is Angel, his best friend who gets his head chopped off. It's really Tony's fault. I mean, if your head was getting chopped off, I don't even like you that much, and if your head was being chopped off by some crazy Colombian guy, I would give him the stuff. We can always come back for the stuff later. Okay, but no, Tony's a man of principle, and he let his best friend's head get cut off. You see, this could happen to you. He was like, what a scene, though, okay? What was the name of the hotel?
Sunray.
The Sunray Hotel. There's a CVS there now. My man got his head cut off. I think this is going to be one of the best cigars of the release. It is a Montenegro 5.5 by 55, which is where they do their best work. All the President series came from that mold. It is hazelnutty, okay? It is an example of what real, authentic Cuban seed grown in Nicaraguan soil can be. It is fantastic. Both of these cigars must be in your collection, and you must smoke them. So you're going to need at least 2 of each. I would probably get 4 to 6 of each of these. Got a couple of projects here. Has anyone done caffeine pouches? So Jeremy Sires he tried to get me on nicotine pouches, right? And for times that you can't smoke cigars, but I don't really smoke cigars for the nicotine. And so I got some samples of stuff, and one of them was caffeine pouches, and I'm in love with these things. You like put it in your cheek, and it's like, it adds flavor, and I've actually kept them in my mouth while I've had a couple of cigars. I'm really enjoying those. They're fun, and we're looking into maybe like white labeling that for the club, or, you know, for anyone that wants that. What I like about it is I take sugar with my tea in the morning, or honey and syrup and stuff, and like I can cut the calories out with that. And also, I don't have to have as much at one time. They're like 40 milligrams, so my tea or coffee is going to be like 150 milligrams. So it's cool. I could do that throughout the day up until a certain time. Otherwise, I won't fall asleep. It's that stuff. I got a couple of projects here that I've been working on. Privada cookies. We are infamous for the Cookie Monster release that happened. And while we can't use that name for a number of different reasons, this is something that we're really excited about. It will be available in stores, and it will be something that I think people are going to really go crazy over. Another project that we've been working on, just to show you like behind the scenes stuff, is this. It is called Apex. I've been working on this for years to try to find the right blend, the right artwork, the right everything, and it finally all came to fruition, or is coming to fruition, and will be released shortly. This project is inspired by the Opus X. So one of the things that I do in my creating, and I can see where some people would be like, oh, I've gotten some comments, oh, that looks too much like this or that like that, and you're trying to be that. And I'm inspired by the legends that came before us. Whether they hate me and try to block me from selling to stores, whether they block us from having PrivadaCon at their factories, well, it doesn't matter, okay? I'm not gonna, it's like, I look at what I do in cigars as like, a lot came before me, and so this is like the slam dunk contest every time I put out a project, right? And so like, I'm not going to not dunk from the foul line because Jordan already did it. In fact, when I do it, it's an homage to the time that he did it. And so that's how I look at projects like this. I was completely inspired by Opus X. These are cigars that no one can get their hands on. When they can, they're like $50, $100. So we wanted to put out an affordable range of an Opus X style cigar. And to me, it's out of complete respect. I'm sure they'll take it the wrong way, but that's what this is. I'm not going to deny that that's what this is. I'll never tell you what factory this comes out of. It is not, well, I'm just not going to tell you anything. So it's a dope project with beautiful, beautiful packaging, and I'm very proud of it, and I know you're going to love these cigars. Oh, I'm working on a cigar called Gravy. That's really cool. That's going to be for November every year. The box is beautiful. The cigars, we just found the blend, and my main man Lanusa is making that for us right now at his very small factory. I got some other things here. Some bands I'm working on. The art never stops, right? So like what I keep next to my desk is this foil book, because it's like, we're just constantly making stuff, and, you know, oh, this is perfect. This is not going to come out for a very long time, I think, but also, what do you think of that? How cool is that, huh? It's another original Privada character. We're not even sure what we call this, the Newsboys, I guess. This is a tray that will go in cigar shops. I love this branding so much. It looks good like on my coffee table at home. And that's my thing with cigars is like, I'm trying to make products that like make cigars look good. And you should try to do the same. You should try to make cigars look good too, you know? And I know everyone wants to wear flip-flops and cargo shorts and, you know, just be complete degenerates now because that's what America has come to. Being just, you know, fast food addicts and fake news addicts and all that good stuff. But I think for cigars, we should try a little bit harder than that. My opinion, get mad if you want to, but know that I'm still here to serve you, even if that's how you live your life. Next, we're going to move on to the club. This is the club. How do you like them apples? Nice new bags. I'm a big fan of these bags. Still the same double Mylar lines with two-way humidity. Okay, there is no better cigar of the month club out there. It just isn't. All others are imitators. Can't even duplicate what we do, right? Like you can get all that stuff in some shop. Like what do you need? But here, you can't get this stuff. And this is going to be our most aged box of the year. I've got 2 cigars from the same series that are going to tell a story of unicorns. And before you judge me and say, oh, people have done unicorns, there's a unicorn this, and Saka's got a unicorn. I want to tell you about the unicorns first, and then I want to tell you about a 10-year aged cigar that Santana made in the Dominican Republic. Is it 10 years or I think it's 7 years. It was 2018 they were released, which means they were made a year prior. So they're about 7-8 year aged cigars. Okay, moving on. So this is an 8 or 9 year aged cigar that you're going to get. Where else can you, Tyler, who else is, I mean, no one. Confirmed. Like you can't, it was only released once and you can't find them again, and we have them. And so here we are with the 560, which is a 6x50. It was made at a very infamous factory for international tobaccos in the Dominican Republic. The only one in the Dominican Republic that I know of that gets that stuff. And so here we have this amazingly aged Dominican cigar crafted by Santana from De Crossier. And then we get into our unicorn series. Now, let me tell you about these, and let me tell you why. I mean, this is the brownest cello you're ever going to see, which isn't always indicative of age, but here it is, okay? And these are unicorns, and I'll tell you what happened. So I made these 5 years ago, put the bands on, made them at Aganorsa. They thought the bands were funny as hell. This is before there was a club named Unicorn. This is before Saka put out the Unicorn, okay? People always talk about these unicorn cigars. And so I did it. It's funny. And then I got attacked by the entire industry for my art. It was too childlike, blah, 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 blah. So when these landed, I looked at these cigars and I said, oh my gosh, I can't put out My Little Pony on a damn cigar. Like, this is not going to work right now. Timing was not, you know, hindsight. Should I have done it just to poke the bear? I don't know. Nah, we did enough of that. You know, it wasn't my most original artwork either. So it was like unicorn and unicorn horn, right? And so I just let them sit. And that's what Privada is known for, letting cigars sit and age. And you're going to see on this cellophane, I hope you get good B-roll of the cellophane. These are now 5 year aged. This is around the time we were starting to work on Supreme Leaf. And Aganorsa has been a serious partner of Privada, especially in the early days. And these are 2 cigars that are going to knock your sacks off, okay? Oh, we've been working on the website a lot. We're coming up with a rewards program. We've got a much more manageable, easier way to use the website with a better menu. And there's one more thing. oh, we're bringing back Explore because we finally have the technology and the capability to allow you to check off more than one thing to get to the bottom of what you like. So you'll be able to go by wrapper, you'll be able to go by factory, you'll be able to go by flavor notes. So you'll be able to say, I want a cigar that comes from Nicaragua, is chocolate tasting, and is in a certain size of vitola. You'll be able to narrow our whole thing down from the cigars we make and the cigars other people make. We're also beefing back up our regular production website again. We're reforming some relationships with companies like Drew Estate and EPC and stuff like that. We're gonna get into farm rolled. So farm rolled is like a split takeover. I got two things from La Zona. They're both 6x46. One is a Maduro, one is a Connecticut. These are bangers. They shouldn't be in farm rolled. They cost me too much. La Zona cigars. Then I got Lanusa cigars. I got what was and what will be. These are two cigars that Lanusa has made. I don't know. I think we might have made a mistake, if I'm being honest, because this is going to be in the actual club soon, okay? I have enough to do both with, and this was an LCA release. I'll let you guys figure all this out amongst yourselves, because if you're loyal Privada people, you will see. So this is a preview, and this is a bonus track, okay? Lanusa, Crushing Life, the Prince of Nicaragua, and one of the legendary factories of Nicaragua. That is your farm rolled. Privada Cigar Club Brian's box. For the first few months of the year, all we did, and the last few months of last year, all we did was takeovers from brands that I've been curious about. Casa 1910. Who else do we do? We did a bunch of brands, man. I can't think straight right now. But who else did we do? Casa 1910. We did DBL, which was a surprise. What, this guy's making good stuff. We did, come on. Oh, we did, not Castagli. We did the other one. No, Stefan. Lampert. We did Lampert. I mean, we did some really great takeovers, and they were fun, but I heard some of your voices, and you're asking me for some in-house stuff. And so I got the last Toros of, these must be 4 years aged now, 3 years aged, of our smoking series, not for sale on the site, of course. I got, I don't know if it's the last, but it's getting close to the last, the LCA release of the Straight Jacket, the re-release. I don't know, what was that, 9 months ago? I got pretty much the last of my Capos, which this is a legendary cigar in Privada's history. And I have the Colaboracion from the original release, aged about 4 years now, from Paul Stulak. And so that's Brian's box, and it's a fantastic trip down memory lane. If you want rare aged premium cigars that are legit, like you can look up when we released these cigars originally, then this is your place. This is where you come for that, okay? And I'm super proud of that. I was so honored to hear that Ernesto Perez Carrillo said on a podcast that Privada is one of the companies or just parts of the culture that will be carrying on the torch for cigar culture. I don't know Ernesto. I have tremendous respect for that man, and I just was so flattered and honored to hear that. And it's nice to get some recognition for that, because aside from the Cigar of the Month Club thing, which I think all of the competition has pretty much died. I mean, these guys aren't really a part of, they're not trying to add to the culture. They're just trying to, I think it's become really clear who's just trying to sell cigars. And that's most people in this industry. And I think it's very clear that we're not just here to sell. I could just sell the cigars. I don't have to put this time and energy and hire people and do this, spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to create, you know, the content that we've created and we're going to continue to do. I don't have to go to Ohio to the you know, LCA Hungry Herf. I could just set it up and people will go and they'll have a good time. But we're dedicated to this thing because we love it so much and we want to see it live on. And part of that is by keeping cigars cool. That's what Cigar Aficionado did. They made cigars cool. And so it boomed, and you need a boom once in a while. And I can already see we are in a state of there will be companies dying off in the next 2 to 3 years. There will be factories potentially going out of business within the next 2 to 3 years. It's not a great time for the industry. We're going to be here, though. We're going to be here to serve you. We're also, I keep saying it, we're not for sale. I get the call once a year. What do you think about investment? No, 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 no. I know how to serve my people like no one else does, and no corporation is going to be able to add to that. All they're going to do is detract from that. So I've seen what happens when you sell your companies. I don't need a lump sum of money. I've been blessed by God financially, and I'm thrilled to be here and to serve you guys. Serving you guys is my new purpose, like aside from being a parent and a husband. So it's a great thing. Accessories. We've been selling some humidors on the website. We're going to drop a video on humidors because we found like the Rolls Royce of humidors, and it's just good to reiterate how we're storing our cigars right or wrong. I haven't got any hate mail lately other than that one about the coolers being BS. Anyone wants to come here anytime, feel free. I'll walk you through. You can purchase stuff at a nice discount. Come on down.
Do you want to talk about Fred?
Fred, we didn't talk about Fred? We've been helping distribute this product because we have that PO machine. This is a head shaver for cats who have I'm sorry, I can't say cats. My wife doesn't like that. For folks who have a shaved head, and this is incredible. There are a lot of electric head shavers on the market, but they're junk. And this one's really cool, and so we're helping them distribute, market. We've helped them all along the way, and it's a company that I guess I'm a part of at this point, and I'm proud of that, and I'm in a lot of the reels and stuff. It's a lot of fun. So we're doing that. Did I talk about I talked about the caffeine?
Yeah.
Kind of addicted to these, not gonna lie.
You're going to Ohio for the Hungry Curve.
Going to Ohio for the Hungry Herb, taking over a little part of Youngstown called Hubbard. It's Youngstown area, Hubbard, Ohio. We're going to take over Main Street at Cigarro Lounge, which is a huge house that was converted into a cigar lounge. We're going to have bars, restaurants, everyone facilitating the takeover of Main Street in Hubbard, Ohio for cigars. I expect 300 people, maybe 400 people that day. I expect us to do this every year, whether I'm there or not. And I expect this to grow into a big cigar festival. What I like about it is it's good for uniting cigar culture for a good cause, bringing some life back to the Rust Belt, showing that cigar culture can do cool things, not just show up in Vegas for, $1,000 to like shake hands and take pictures. Like, we can do good stuff. That's what I see for cigar culture. This is a niche. I don't know that the niche will ever grow again. I just know that we can do good things with it. Doesn't take a lot to do a lot. And so with that, I want to say this. Anyone who watched the video this far, I'm putting together a team of people that can dedicate 5 minutes a day to a task, okay? It will get you discounts and access to things that no one else has. And I'm willing to do this because if you spend, a couple minutes a week strategically looking at things, doing things, commenting on things, we can really make a big, big impact that will allow us to get other things and access to other things as a company to be able to serve you even better. So if you're interested in being one of my warriors online and maybe in person, please link up with me, info@privadacigarclub.com, put Brian in the subject, and let's talk about forming the army. Okay? There's nothing we can't do together. Lastly, I'll just say, with all this creative stuff that goes on here, it's all with exciting you in mind. And we're going to keep doing that. I don't know what else to say. I think that was a good blog. What month is it? This is going to be for April? Yeah, so all this stuff happened in March. We Gucci, man. These will be out shortly. Jeremy Size Maduro is on sale. Try to get some. I doubt you'll be able to, though. It's going to be sold out very, very quickly. So hashtag we are Privada, hashtag we are the industry, hashtag we are family. I love you guys.